Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Spring Fever. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
For the love of fucking football!
As always, I am joined by the one, it is the only, it is Uncle Rico.
Whoa.
Shout out Herb Phillips in the chat, my man. What is up, peeps? How's it feeling, Eric? How you feeling?
Dude, feeling good, dude. Feeling good. Seeing the board right now, but a good start of the college basketball week. And, excited to talk a little pigskin with you, my friend.
Damn right. The season fast approaches, and I fast approach the checkout line over at my local Royal Retros website. As always, we're brought to you by Royal Retros. Promo code SPRINGFEVER for 10% off. Your one-stop shop for every single team that you might dream of in nostalgia years ago. Teams that are no longer with us in the UFL that were cast to the wayside of the XFL and the USFL. You can find gear and merch for those teams over at Royal Retros. And when you go over there and get your awesome merch, use promo code SPRINGFEVER, all one word, all caps, for 10% off at checkout.
Great site. I'm waiting for some stuff to get to me. I'll be rocking as soon as I get it.
Hello, Buckshot Kids. So today's show, Eric, we are going through the UFL schedule. It was a momentous week this week as all the teams just announced all their home schedules and just their schedules in general. Monday was a great day. I was waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. Everyone was kind of speculating around Friday when Houston got confirmation that the Roughnecks will be playing in Rice Stadium in Houston. So now we have all the stadiums. We have everything set in stone. The schedule is set. And what we're going to do for you guys here is kind of go through game by game. And based off of the vibes and the feelings that we have, we're going to give them a score of 1 to 10. It's hard to do too much because obviously rosters are still being super finalized. They're still, training camps are going to be coming up. We don't know statuses of guys like, is Jordan Tomu going to end up playing the UFL? I don't think so. I think he's probably going to really try and bang it out in the CFL. Does AJ McCarron end up coming back? I know there's been some issues with what he feels is the salary right now, with the changes they've made at into the UFL, and the whole union situation. He's a little iffy on that, but I think...
Whoa. Union situation?
Well, with the combination of the XFL and USFL, I believe the players are now part of that. It's the UFL union now.
Okay. So why would he? What's his holdup then? I don't understand.
So the part of this is, I believe, the XFL in the 2023 version and obviously the 2020 version had a much higher cap for quarterbacks.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I think the union kind of it raises everybody's but lowers the very top earners.
Okay, I got you.
He's worried that he won't be able to make however much money he did last time.
Which is rightfully so. Why would he want to come back?
That's fair. I still think he might end up coming back. I think he gets something done.
I guess my thing is you look at it okay, you had a successful stint as a backup with the Bengals. You did the whole thing because your kids wanted to see you play. It was a good run last year. You know what I mean? Why not just get to an NFL team, just live on the practice squad, call it a career?
My thought process, though, is I think they're getting something done. And you could still be on the practice squad and do this for extra money. Because if you're on the practice squad, do you get paid in the offseason still?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. So this could be just an extra bump. Because I assume he's just going to do both. Because I feel like someone of AJ McCarron's quality will be able to always find, at least for the next few years, able to find a spot on the practice squad.
Yeah, which makes sense. You know what I mean? He's a veteran, and we've kind of seen in the NFL, you get these veterans in there, and they're able to do some stuff. But a player like him is going to absolutely thrive in this, in this type of environment.
I think so. I know I'm not the smartest guy, but the way I kind of read things was that how the union and everything shapes up financially is it raised the floor of everybody, but I think you're still totally able to negotiate contracts, and he can make still way more money. So I think he said something about his agent talking with people. I'm not 100% in on this. I personally think he ends up playing.
Jim, would you like to have a gentleman's bet?
Do you think he doesn't?
I don't think he does.
What's the bet? You want to do a
6-pack of Busch Light.
okay 6-pack of Busch Light for it. Eric? You ready to get into the schedule though?
Let's do it, my friend.
Okay, obviously, we start off Saturday, March 30th. We're gonna go Eastern time for all these. 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The Birmingham Stallions head over to Arlington to face the Arlington Renegades. We had a matchup of the champions.
So
I think that's a great opener.
I think I'll just take Birmingham.
I think you probably favor Birmingham in this one for sure.
Well, Birmingham's favorite, I want to do it, but
I assume Birmingham's going to be favored. Like, I would assume so. They still have a lot of really good players. The good thing for the Renegades is they kept a lot of their defense at least, and they still have not only do they still have Perez, who
Perez kind of gets better though as the season goes on.
That's what I was going to say. Like Perez's best moments, as I will always point out, his best moments are either A, at the end of the season, or B, when no one believes in him.
Yeah.
That's why the Renegades were so good last year, is because A, he got slotted in at the end of the season, and nobody believed in him, so they were an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
I actually I love Luis Perez. Anyone who's ever heard me talk, I love the guy to death. I could realistically see him getting benched, though. They got some really good quarterbacks. He's not going to have a long leash to start the season.
You think he could get benched?
The Luis Perez MO is he starts out, gets benched, and then goes to a different team and then takes them to the playoffs.
And then just ball so hard?
We saw that in the AAF. We saw that in the Spring League. We saw that in the XFL in 2020. We saw that in the XFL last year. It's just his MO.
Back against the wall, it's where he shines.
Remember do you remember where he started the season last year in the XFL?
Vegas?
Yes. And then he gets benched, sent to Arlington, starts I think he starts week 6, week 7, and just leads them to the championship game.
And then just says, hey, boys, get on my back. Let Daddy show you how it's done.
I think the Stallions end up probably winning this one, but I do think it is a good game. I think I like both defenses quite a bit. For a start, you can't not start with the two champions. I give it a 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 10. It's the first game. There's going to be a little buzz in the air. You definitely got to give this one a 10.
The narrative, they are going to be in Arlington the whole time. These guys are going to be chippy. There's only one other team that I want to see the Stallions play more because they have been chippier against the USFL teams more than anybody, and that's the Battlehawks. Speaking of which, game number 2, the St. Louis Battlehawks are heading to Michigan Saturday, March 30th at 4 p.m. on Fox. Battlehawks versus Michigan Panthers.
I don't understand. I mean, obviously, it's probably a revenue, where they're playing a stadium thing. With how electric the Battlehawk Stadium is, why isn't this there?
I really do think it is. I think it's venue. I think it's venue scheduling.
Okay. But you get what I'm saying though. You want to have the best light, not like Michigan, Ford Field was always kind of lit, it was good. But I'd probably give this it's opening week. I'll go a little high. I'll say an 8.
Yeah, I was going to give it a 7 or an 8. I still don't know what to think of Michigan. I think the quarterback situation there's pretty good. A lot of this also depends on, guess what? If AJ McCarron's playing, love the Battlehawks here.
Yep.
Otherwise, I think it's going to be an exciting game. I still think Battlehawks have options at quarterback, but if he's not playing, they're going to be looking. They're going to be in the market.
Who is Michigan's QB?
EJ Perry.
Okay, all right.
He started a couple games last year near the end of the season, and they looked promising. They were looking pretty good. Remember, they made the playoffs.
Oh. Yeah,
remember
the playoffs.
They kind of did. I mean, yeah, it was them. Game number 3, Sunday, March 31st at noon Eastern time on ESPN. We have the Defenders at the Brahmas.
Again, why isn't this in DC?
Well, okay, I get that. San Antonio was also a pretty good crowd.
Yeah, but DC beer.
DC is the XFL crowd.
Yeah. I'd probably give this one a 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 6 or a 7. I mean, I'm very excited to see how Wade's Brahmas kind of look.
You just want to see your boy Cone.
I give me no. Jack Cohn's not starting this shit. I wish it could be Kurt Benkert, but he's basically retired. I think he's good podcast. I think he does podcasts now.
We should have him on, dude.
We should see if we can get him on. I believe my assumption is it's going to be Quentin Dormady for the Brahmas, and I actually really like that.
Okay.
Showed a lot of flat. He was like the best part of that Orlando Guardians team at the end of last year.
No, the best part was TB, Terrell Buckley.
The best part was Terrell Buckley almost dying each week. Last game of week 1, the Memphis Showboats at the Houston Roughnecks, Sunday, March 31st, 3 p.m. on ESPN.
A 5.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like fine. Like 5 or 6. I'm excited to see, obviously, the new head coach and situation for the Showboats. I'm really excited to see how Case Cookus looks. Obviously, in my heart of hearts, I'm giving every game a 10 because I'm going to be excited.
Yeah.
I'm going to be jacked to especially week 1. The level of hype that I will be through the roof. But
you're not going to sleep at all. You're going to be like a kid on Christmas the night before.
No, this entire weekend, I might have to take off work.
You might have to take off Friday because you're excited and Monday as a recovery day.
I honestly might. I very honestly might. But I'm excited to see how Cookus looks at the Showboats. I'm excited to see what the Roughnecks end up doing. Also, week 1, all games on either Fox or ESPN. What do we think of that?
I like it. Show big networks. You're going to get eyes. I like it.
Week 2, noon on ESPN. We have the Brahmas at the Showboats.
You know what? I like Wade and everything, but that's another 5 for me.
It's another 5. I like putting that at the noon slot, though.
Yeah.
Because you know what they have at the 8 p.m. on ABC? The Renegades at the Battlehawks for revenge in the fucking playoffs, baby.
Opening.
Actually, the Battlehawks didn't even make the playoffs. Never mind.
But, this is great, though, because it's prime time in
St. Louis on ABC.
Yeah.
Eric, it's either a venue situation or they wanted it on ABC.
Yeah, which makes sense. I'll give this one a solid 10.
This one's a 10. 100% a 10. Yeah, Buckshot Kid. Game on ABC is big. It's a big game too. You got to put your best foot forward on this stuff.
Yeah.
Sunday, April 7th at noon on ESPN, the Stallions at the Panthers.
I'm gonna give this one an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one an 8. I think this is gonna be a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 p.m. on Fox, Roughnecks at Defenders. Get DC right there. It depends on how the Roughnecks end up looking.
That's a 10, dude. That's a 10 for me. That's a 10. DC home opener. Give me a 10.
Yeah, 10 all day. DC's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
God, I was looking for tickets for games, Eric. I might have to see. I kind of want to go to a game in DC.
Really?
I just think the crowd environment would be sick.
Reed, who comes on my show a lot, he was at the Defenders' first game ever there.
Oh, and the Defenders opened up the entire XFL in 2020. That was the first game.
He said it was insane.
It looked so fun.
Yeah.
Week 3, 1 p.m. ESPN. Defenders at Renegades. They run it back? No, never mind.
No.
I think this is a good game though.
For me,
I'm gonna give it an 8.
6 for me.
7 p.m. on Fox, Showboats at Stallions. This is actually the Stallions home opener, isn't it?
The Stallions home opener, but so I think it's electric.
I think it's a 10.
The thing is, but I don't think Cookus. Yeah, you know what? Cookus get a little revenge against the Stallions who knocked them out. I'll give it an 8.
Smith is good. I think this is a 10. I think Memphis is going to be a pretty good team.
I'll give it an 8.
I'm going to give this one a 10. Basically, all the big home openers, I'm probably going to give 10s.
A 10. Give me a 10.
Sunday, noon, ABC, Roughnecks at Panthers.
No, my boys in Detroit. Give me a 7.
Yeah, I'm going to give it like a 7.
Yeah.
6 or 7, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Battlehawks at Brahmas, 3 p.m. on ABC.
That should be kind of electric. I'll give it
I'm going to give it like a 9.
Jesus, dude. Look at Jim, dude.
Dude, I think San Antonio is going to show up big.
Okay.
I have faith in San Antonio. I think the crowds are going to show up. Week 4, 12:30 p.m. ABC, Showboats at Battlehawks. Memphis and St. Louis got anything going on?
Anytime anything's at St. Louis, it's going to be at least a min and 8 for me.
Yeah, I'm going to give this one an 8.
Yeah.
Also, I would love to see AJ McCarron versus Case Cookus.
Oh, that'd be tight.
That'd be so tight. 7 p.m. Defenders at Stallions.
10.
Yeah, 10. 100% a 10. I love it. DC's going to play fierce.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great game. Also at 7, Panthers at Brahmas on Fox. Both of these are on Fox. We talked about this pre-show. I don't really know what's going on here.
Yeah, like, why would you have 2 games? It makes 0 sense where you're going to have them compete and you're going to lose.
If you're going to do something like this, I don't understand. Buckshot Kid's asking, any of these kids going to be on streaming or just network TV? A couple of them are going to be on like a FS1 and ESPN2. But I don't think anything's on Peacock. I mean, yeah, because NBC's out. So nothing on Peacock.
None are on ESPN Plus.
I think, if they do similar to what they did last year, I don't think they had any exclusive XFL games on ESPN Plus, but I think you can watch a lot of the XFL games on ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
As well. Don't have any confirmation on this. This is just me speculating, but I would imagine you'll also be able to watch on ESPN Plus.
Yeah. I don't know. Brahmas against Michigan. So
the game itself, I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to have to bump it down to like a 6 for this weird like scheduling issue.
If I had my choice, like if these are both on at the same time, I'm watching Defenders, Stallions 100% of the time. Yeah,
10 times out of 10. I don't know if this is possible for them to do, but like in my fairy world where things are possible, what I would have done is moved one of these games to Monday.
Yeah, but
or Thursday. If you have to have them scheduled like this where they have 1, 2, 3, and then they only have one game Sunday.
Yeah.
Something must be going on that weekend. Is that Masters weekend?
No, that's not Masters weekend.
What's April 21st?
No. Maybe opening round of the NBA playoffs.
Maybe. It's weird that they're also both on Fox.
Wednesday, NBA playoffs start the 20th.
So that's that Saturday.
But why would it? So that maybe is the thing. Maybe no, because Fox doesn't show NBA. ESPN does. ABC does. That would be the thing.
So maybe that's why, because ABC is only playing the 12:30 one.
And probably
everything else is Fox going on.
Fox probably has some contractual agreements with MLB. Yeah, that's probably it.
Buckshot Kid saying maybe it's a typo. I don't believe so because they have on the bottom like it's a localization thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but either way, I bump it down. I mean, I'm obviously going to find a way to watch both.
But you're a good man, Jim. I'll be just locked in on the Stallions.
Sunday, April 21st, 2 p.m. on FS1. Renegades at Roughnecks. Bump it down at least 1 grade for being on FS1. That's fine. There's only the 1. I think this is bumping it down 1, it's a 9.
I'll say a 6.
Dude, the Battle of Texas is always electric.
No, I'll see it.
This game is always.
The real Battle of Texas is the next week, buddy.
They have played 3 times. It's always been electric. I love this. They played 4 times. This game is always good.
Yeah.
Always. The only time it wasn't was in the playoffs.
Yep.
7 p.m. on Saturday, April 27th on Fox. Brahmas at Renegades. Banger.
8.
Yeah, I give that one an 8. Also, 7 p.m. on Fox on Saturday, April 27th. Stallions at Roughnecks.
7.
I'm gonna give it a 6 on that one.
But that's another thing. Like, which game? If you had your choice between those 2 games, which one you watching?
I'm going Brahmas Renegades. I honestly like. I think Houston's gonna be. I think all these teams are gonna be like fairly. I think they're gonna see some parity here. I probably roll Brahmas Renegades. I think it's gonna be more competitive.
Okay. All right.
I feel that in my gut. Sunday, April 28th at noon on ESPN.
Yeah.
Battlehawks
Can I
at
give this
Defenders
one-
10.
I was gonna say a 15.
Yeah, this talk about
Banger.
they had the fight last year.
Banger. 15.
They had the fight. Oh god, this game was good. God, this game's good. Maybe game of the year potential right here.
Yep.
Sunday, April 28th at 3. Panthers at Showboats on Fox.
Letdown factor after a good game, I'll give a 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 6 as well. Week 6, Eric, at noon on ABC. Birmingham at Memphis. I'm going to give this one an 8. I do think this is like a good rivalry, especially with a lot of the Memphis players coming from New Orleans that already had a rivalry with Birmingham. I think this is going to end up being like a really good sort of series to get going.
Agree 100%.
Saturday, May 4th on Fox at 3 p.m. Roughnecks at Battlehawks.
9.
9.
I mean, if the Roughnecks
Yeah,
aren't
you're
that
probably
good,
right. 9. I haven't done like a deep dive onto everyone yet.
I mean, the thing is like, if it's just a bad team against a Battlehawk, we don't know. We're just kind of speculating and guessing.
Yes.
That's the thing. Why
Fox.
are they going up against? So this would be a game. This would be a day. Okay. Like
May
to
4th?
me, yeah. So just hear me out here. What's going on that weekend? That weekend is loaded because it's like there's always like a big boxing pay-per-view. There's always a UFC pay-per-view. That's Kentucky Derby weekend. The NHL playoffs are going on. The NBA playoffs are going on. That's all that Saturday.
That's probably why they're at 3 and not going later.
I mean, or why not do a Friday that game? You know what I mean? Like, to me, that just kind of would be the week to do something weird. Or
I would say
3 games on Sunday that week.
I would say to do something like that. This is the kind of weekend to do that.
Yeah.
Sunday. Actually, they have 2 games on Sunday. Renegades at Panthers on Fox at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
I think that's going to be a banger. I'll give it a 9.
I'm going to give this one an 8. I also think it's going to be really good. Brahmas at Defenders, 4 p.m. on Fox.
10.
Yeah, 10. I think this is going to be a
Especially
really
if it's Williams and Phillips going head-to-head on the defensive matchup.
Yes! Saturday, May 11th on ESPN at 1 p.m. Showboats at Renegades. 6, 7.
Yeah, 6.
Here we go. 4 p.m. on Fox.
10.
Battlehawks at Stallions. 10.
Yep.
10.
Another 10.
Anthony Becht has been the most, like, guess what, USFL teams? Suck it. We're better.
Yep.
He has been doing the most for the storylines here. Give me this game already.
Yep.
God, I'm hyped. Sunday, May 12th, noon, ESPN. Panthers at Defenders.
Another 10. Anytime the Defenders are home, I think it's must watch.
I think Defenders, like, they won't have the most crowd, like they won't have the highest number of crowds. I still think they have like top 2 atmosphere in the entire league, if not maybe number 1.
Yep.
Their atmosphere at DC is crazy.
Insane.
3 p.m. ESPN, Brahmas at Roughnecks. I think that's a good game.
But here's the thing. I think it's going to be a letdown from the game before, so I'm going to give it a 7.
I agree. I'm going to give it a 7. I am also going to say, I think just pure gameplay-wise, I don't care what the records are going to be. I think any of the Texas teams playing each other is going to be a good game.
Okay, that's fair.
On to week 8. 4 p.m. Fox. Showboats at Panthers. We give it a 6.
Yeah, 6-ish. It's 5, 6.
8 p.m. ESPN2. Roughnecks at Stallions. ESPN2, you get knocked down a peg. I'm going to give it a 7.
7.
I was going to have it an 8. Knocked down a peg for that. Noon, ABC. Defenders at Battlehawks. 10. 15. Whatever. The only thing that can make this better if this was like a primetime game.
Yep.
Still a 10. Still a 10.
Yep.
4 p.m. Fox. Renegades at Brahmas.
I'm gonna play the letdown here. Give it a 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. Love this game. I mean, you can't. Following Defenders Battlehawks is tough though.
Yep.
I love that it's on ABC. I love that both Battlehawks like big home games on ABC. I don't think the Battlehawks play a home game on like not main network.
And that's big because why?
Get those
More
crowds.
eyes.
Baby.
Yeah, we get more eyes. Get the live crowd. It's great.
Noon ABC. It also helps that I think most of the games are on ABC or Fox. Those two have a majority of the games. Mm-hmm. Noon ABC. Battlehawks at Renegades.
Noon ABC Battle.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I think it's a letdown spot because I think Battlehawks are gonna take DC way too hard.
Okay, fair enough.
Saturday, 3 p.m. ABC. Stallions at Brahmas.
I'll give that one a 7 too.
I'm also going to give that one a 7. Defenders at Showboats at 2:30 on Sunday on Fox.
6.
Yeah, 6 for them. 6 for me. Panthers Roughnecks. Sunday, 2:30 on Fox.
Another 6.
Buckshot Kid. The only thing I don't like about the schedule is the no consistent time slots.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I'm mostly okay with it because they at least hit a lot of the same beats. I'm with him. I don't like going from like noon and then 7 to like
you'd rather have a
back 3.
Yeah,
I'd rather have more. I like the consistency for sure.
Yeah.
The XF. I think both leagues had issues with that last year too.
Correct.
Week 10, Eric, the last week of the regular season. Panthers Stallions noon ESPN. I think that's a good game.
Another banger. Give me a 10.
Give me a 10 on that one. Brahmas Battlehawks 4 p.m. on Fox 10.
Yep, another 10.
What a way! Look at this. Okay, and then Renegades Defenders noon ABC on Sunday 10.
Yeah.
Roughnecks Showboats 7 p.m. Fox. I'm gonna give it a 9.
7.
Look at this though. For the last week of the season, Stallions home game, Battlehawks home game, Defenders home game. I think Memphis will have a decent crowd. It just sucks that they're in the Liberty Bowl, so it's like the biggest stadium.
Yeah, so it's not going to look as big.
But I think like for home environments, you can't get much. The only way you could do it is if Michigan was playing somebody else.
Yeah.
But this is like a great finish to the season.
It's tough though because like we don't know these teams. We're going on like basically.
I'm going by viewing experience, and I like Birmingham will always show out.
Yeah.
Battlehawks will always show out. DC fans will always show out and go crazy. Memphis, they usually show out, and I hope they're going to be good and actually show out.
Mm-hmm.
I think DC's going to be good, though.
Got to get my boy King.
And then Conference Championship, Saturday, June 8th, 3 p.m. on ABC.
Yep.
Home teams play on both these. So also Sunday, June 9th, to be determined on Fox.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, definitely all these playoff games will be 10s.
I think these will all be 10s. And then Sunday, June 16th, Fox. I believe the location says TBA. Eric, I think I've actually heard where the location is going to be.
Where is it?
St. Louis. They're playing the championship in St. Louis.
That's perfect.
Really hope the Battlehawks make it.
Oh, dude, that'd be phenomenal.
That would be phenomenal.
Would be absolutely phenomenal, dude.
It'd be so good. I kind of like the schedule overall.
Schedule's good. Everything kind of lines up.
The only thing that was like the weird thing is right here. It says check local listings for market regionalization for those 4 games in weeks 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm. And the only thing I don't like about the schedule is going head to head. We don't know what's going to happen. The regional shit, I don't like that.
That's
I
the
don't
only
like,
thing that I didn't like.
I don't like the comment that was made by Buckshot Kid. No consistent times. I think that's always key in something. Where if you're consistent with when the product's going to be, it's going to be easier for people to find. People know, hey, a game's on at 12 on channel X. I will be there. A game's going to be on at 3 channel X. But if it's like always moving around, this isn't the NFL. This isn't MLB. This isn't the NBA playoffs. They're not going to be as mainstream. But if you get people in and people know, hey, at this time, I'm going to have a football game on, they're going to show up because football by far right now is the most popular sport in America. You incorporate the gambling, you incorporate the fantasy football aspect of it, get to the degenerate side of people, more people are going to tune in. So look, I think that's a good point that was brought up. If there was more consistency, I think that would be really good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I will say I do like, compared to last year, the consistent channels. Like you're having consistently games on like ABC, Fox, at least 1 or 2 games every single week. ESPN, you're not having like, guess what? Okay, now we got a game on ESPN2, a game on FX, a game on Peacock. You're not like going to these random spots that no one's watching.
The only thing is, and I really hope this doesn't happen, is no one watches or the rankings are down and then they start putting them to those secondary networks. That would be a nightmare scenario.
I guess they could technically, like, they could bump them down. I feel like the rankings would be
They've
really
done
bad.
That before, though. They've done that before, though. There's supposed to be a game on Fox and went to like Fox Sports 1.
Oh, with the USFL like last year or something?
Yeah.
I think with enough games on like network television, because you're still like, they were still drawing more than a lot of other sports, even with the numbers last year.
Yeah, because football plays. You know what I mean? That's going to be the thing. Football plays. And if you get the NFL, any kind of backing from the NFL is going to be huge. Like, honestly, what I do if I'm the NFL, you just sign Tom Brady to this huge-ass contract. Like, you should have Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like, incorporate.
Get him on!
Yeah. Or the Fox just signed him. You know, do something to, like, incorporate, give him the stamp of approval, just some shit like that.
If they get Tom Brady on to, like, commentate a game.
Not to commentate a game,
no,
but just appear in the booth.
Yeah, just, like, talk. Just talk in the booth.
Yeah.
Or talking like the pregame or the halftime show or something.
Yeah, I agree.
You think, oh, dude, here's my pitch. Tom Brady's sideline interview where he just throws shade on everybody he's interviewing. He's like, you know what I would have done? Would you not watch? Would you not watch that?
I would watch. I'd watch for the pettiness.
I'd love it for the pettiness. All right, Eric, any other takes, thoughts, opinions on the UFL, on the schedule? What are we looking for next?
Final player rosters.
Like, that'll probably happen sometime, I imagine, like early to mid-March once training camp's mostly underway.
Now, let me ask you this. Are there going to be scrimmages?
Oh, maybe.
Because everyone's in Arlington, right?
Yeah, everyone's in Arlington, so I would assume so.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't they have, like, training camp scrimmages?
I would think so.
Because that'd be some valuable information to have before we start locking in our bets and everything.
Let me see if I can find. I'm gonna see how much. I'm gonna look up something real quick, Eric. For the Battlehawks, let's just see if I can find a single game ticket. Oh no, they just still have season tickets. Season ticket membership. Let's see. I'm loading. Loading!
Internet snow in Nebraska tonight, boys.
Yeah, we are. Season tickets, Eric, for the Battlehawks at the 50-yard line. How much do you think they are?
$200.
I mean, if this is to be believed, it's $540.
I don't believe that at all.
This
Don't
is
believe that at all, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe this either.
Don't believe that at all.
Oh, is that for 2 tickets? Yeah, that's for 2. So you were probably right. It's like 220, I think.
Yep.
All right, folks. Thank you for watching. Shout out Jon Snow, my man. Love you guys. We'll see you next episode of Spring Fever. Make sure you go to Royal Retros and make sure you use promo code Spring Fever for 10% off at checkout. Love you guys.